EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Seattle Seahawks and the Los Angeles Rams. Two teams fighting for one berth in Super Bowl 55 in Tampa. Let's do it. It's NFC Championship time. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. After the play fake to Carson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And now it's second down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Wilson. Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
8 yards.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 45-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
It's a gain of 3.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 36. And this is good for a first down, his 2nd grab of this NFC Championship bout. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. Michael Brockers in on the stop.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop it right around the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
3rd down.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. And able to find Dorsett. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 15-yard line. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, first down Seahawks. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, the gap man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. After the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. They run it with Carson. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. He'll get 2 yards back, but it's going to leave him with a long 3rd and 13.
On the play. And it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he's going to go down. 27-yard line, he's sacked.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting him score a touchdown versus holding him to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know, he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt him later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Here is the ball carrier.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. Here's Akers, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Akers, the ball carrier. Trey Flowers on the stop. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Goff, airing it out deep. It's caught at the 25. Touchdown, LA! Robert Woods, 60 yards. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. This is Carson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Wilson. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a 1st down.
1st down, Seahawks.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, but it's going to be 2nd down. He was the ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Wilson. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 30. And this is good for a 1st down, his 2nd grab of this NFC Championship bout. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle.
Touchdown, Seattle.
Tyler Lockett there to make the grab. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up.
The kick is good.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied at 7.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offensive tumbling.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly. We're hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, here's Goff. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Gone. They'll find Henderson there. It's complete. He'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Coming on a gain of 38. A big march forward on the 3rd down conversion. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us, as always, and he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 53. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. The tackle made by K.J. Wright. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
On the Seahawks' 23-yard line.
Now it's Goff off the bootleg. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Here's Goff. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
A 36-yard attempt.
His kick is good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We're down 3, under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. After the interception, here's Goff. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. His 2nd catch. This one not quite as dynamic as his first. And it's 2nd down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion. So here's 2nd and 4. Now a run with Akers. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss on that play. And now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Throwing on third. Goff. Flushed out right. Open man is Henderson. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And his kick here is good. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
Well, they just scored, they got the lead, and they decide to keep their foot on the accelerator, so to speak.
Scouting, scouting, scouting. They had to have seen something in their preparation for this game that told them in this situation, if they get the look they like, let's go ahead and go for it anyway. They like being bold.
A carry by Henderson to start the drive. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. Ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Throw to the sideline and incomplete. Shaquille Griffin there defensively.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. A shotgun snap for Goff. And it's Woods. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
5-yard line.
Just beating the play clock is Goff. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. Carrier. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll go again here with Akers. They'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cam Akers, 34 yards. And the Rams add on to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
And he will get into the end zone again, and he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Lead on the return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Wilson. And the tight end Olsen, right side. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Dancing to his left. That's going to be caught by Nick Ballore. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. From the gun, Wilson eluding the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Chris Carson, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Underneath, he's got Olsen, and he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. Wilson, after the play fake to Carson, flush to his right. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing again here, Wilson. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll run on first down with Akers. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And down to the 19-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. And they'll get him down right around the 16. On the tackle that time, Bruce Irvin.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 16. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. He tried to get something going there with a little toss behind the line of scrimmage. Unsuccessful.
How about the athleticism of the coverage, though? Being able to dance with him coming out of the backfield. That's not easily done, but not only did he dance, took it, wheeled, and went the other way. Ended up with 6 points for his team.
Michael Dixon to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being games until the NFC crowns its champion. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the pressure mounting with every passing minute. It's palpable right now. They're on top in the fourth quarter, clinging to that lead. A potential Super Bowl berth resting on their ability to manage the clock and manage that small lead.
A gain of 5 brings up
the first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Going right back to Akers. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
Off play action to Akers. Here's Goff. And that is incomplete.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
Here's Johnny Hecker now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Now it's Lockett. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
6-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They need a touchdown to tie it. And of course, they know full well they won't have too many more possessions, if any, in this championship game. Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 30. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 37. Now Goff. Going up top for Cup. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Cooper Kupp there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. On the ground, it's Akers. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. And incomplete here to bring up 4th down as the rookie couldn't haul it in. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
At their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that, with a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the 4th quarter. This possession, gigantic. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
A 7-yard pick.
3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But the bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a fourth pick of the game. And now fourth down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. He lets it fly for it. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And on fourth and short, they snag a gain of over 30. So the big play gets them across midfield now for first and 10. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 33 yards that time. Again, Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Goff will lead the Rams up here first and 10 at the 20. On first down, they'll start out with Akers. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Andre Diggs on the tackle.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
At the 22-yard line.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. They'll keep it on the ground. Akers calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a third and about 5. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll keep it on the ground. Akers, and he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They get the first. The decision to run on third and medium winds up being a good one. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up second and 7. They'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. 30, the 20, 10, and he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
Score Rams 28. Seahawks 14.
out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is DJ Reed returning. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game. In this sequence here, maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
24
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Seahawks. Tonight's final score.
So, Charles, oh so close on one side to getting to that Super Bowl. Oftentimes, we just show the stage and the glitz and the glamour, the confetti, and sometimes forget about those guys going home. It's got to be tough.
It's got to be beyond tough because finding a way to steel yourself, make that resolve to come back and do it again because it took a lot of work just to get to this point. It's going to be a difficult offseason for them. Let's see how they bounce back.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.